welcome to At Home with Lucas. So today we're going to be talking about Tiken, and in particular we're going to talk about their 2-liter beverage dispenser. This thing is perfect for hot water, it's perfect for coffee, perfect for apple cider as we are in the colder months right now. So in this video we're going to be doing a hands-on with the box, quick unboxing and first impressions on said beverage dispenser. After that I'm going to be putting this to the At Home with Lucas test to figure out, is this something you should buy or maybe skip altogether? I'm here for you so you don't have to waste your time buying and returning. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, let's take a look at this right quick. So you got a little outline of what's to come in the box. This has a 68-ounce capacity. That is really nice. This is it's one-piece design. Very, very nice. All right, that is the name of the company right there, Tiken. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that name. All right, let's take a look at the side over here. Double layer, very nice. There, that is nice. You got stainless steel, aluminum. Nice. All right. 68-ounce coffee. All right, let's get inside this box, people. Boom ski. Product instructions: do not use bleach. Never would. All right, very simple. Cleaning instructions: also very simple. All right, so first impressions, this is pretty standard stainless steel feel. It's very, very like rubbery kind of feeling. It doesn't have, no, it's actually really glossy. There's no stainless steel feel to it, which is very interesting. It's almost like they coated it with something so you wouldn't scratch the stainless. So that's really cool. I like their logo right there, Tiken. Let's check the handle. The handle feels, whoa, it is literally wobbly, people. Holy bejesus. Wow, it's got a soft touch inside though. That's nice. They may push back and say you actually want this to be a little bit more flexible rather than being rigid. So that's cool. Wow, this really has a lot going on. So this is a textured thumb, whatever that does. That's interesting. I'm sure it flips something down there to let the hot coffee come out. Oh, look at this. Cool. Wow, that is a thermos right there, people. Whoa. Oh, okay, there you go. Now we're cooking with gas. There's the stainless. Very nice. I'm liking this a lot. All right, take a look inside there. So it says 304 at the bottom and there's a leaf. That is really cool. The inside looks extremely clean. It looks very nice. I just gave it a smell off camera. It doesn't smell like that cheap junk metal, which is exactly what you want. And the way that this is threaded and designed, this looks very, very nice. This looks like they actually took their time and made a quality product. And then the seal, where is the seal? Is the seal on the inside? Huh, I guess that's the seal right there. Wow, very interesting. That is exactly what you want to see. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and just loosely thread it back on. And it threaded on very easily. I didn't even have to try. Wow, that is so cool. Yeah, this lever right here, this whole setup that's in there, that is very, very satisfying. This actually is starting to feel a lot more premium than I originally thought. I love the soft touch right here. The flexible handle actually makes this thing feel like it's a lot smaller, and it feels like instead of it wrenching on your wrist, it's gonna just flex. It's almost like a shock absorber so you won't mess yourself up. At the bottom, you have a grip right chair. A little bit teeny at the bottom, but no big deal. Yeah, that is a very simple, very straightforward thermos. I like it a lot. All right, coming up, we're gonna throw some hot coffee in it and see how it tastes. All right, so for this test, I'm just going to be using some boiling hot water. Of course, we're going to use the beverage dispenser and my pour over kettle right here. This thing is going to be heated up to 212 degrees, boiling, 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 and I will be filling this thing up All right, here we go. We got the coils red hot. We are getting ready to fill this thing up. Now it's going to take about 2 of those to fill this bad boy up right here. But nonetheless, that is what we're going to do. I already scrubbed it with some soap and water, rinsed it a whole bunch of times, let it dry so it's nice and clean on the inside, sterile if you will. All right, we got the water boiling. Now we are ready to fill this beverage dispenser. Here we go. We're doing a simple pour over. The opening is big enough, but I'm sure if I had a different kettle, it might not be big enough, if you understand what I'm saying. So the pour over kettle really helps you out in this situation. It allows you to really get precise. All right, let's go ahead and check the temperature right now. So the goal here is to see how long will it keep a temperature. So we're gonna check it right now, and then I'm gonna come back every hour for 3 to 4 hours and check the temperature. So we're at, let's see, we should be at about 160. I'm gonna guess it should get right up to that point. If my fingers don't get burnt in the process. Okay, so we're calling it at 160. We'll come back in 1 hour and check it again. Absolutely love the way that lid seals on there. It's very, very nice, very premium. Okay, so it's been 1 hour. Let's go ahead and check the temp. Basically the same temperature. All right, 1 more hour later. Let's check it once more. So this is 2 hours in. Wow, not too bad. All right, 3 hours in. Let's check the temp. Okay, so it's definitely lost some heat, but not much. Hey, what's up guys? I want to talk about a sponsor that I have for this channel, Don Pablo Coffee. Yes, people, Don Pablo makes an amazing variety of coffee. I actually went down to Miami, Florida and modeled for his bourbon infused coffee. Yes, people, they have bourbon infused coffee. This is coffee for the people who don't even like to drink coffee. This is coffee for people who love to drink coffee but are bored of the normal coffees. They have single serve bourbon infused coffee. They have whole bean bourbon infused coffee, not to mention all the other varieties they have. They are a small batch coffee roaster. Now you're probably thinking, what does that mean? What does it mean? I'm going to tell you, a small batch means you're going to get a fresher bean. Yes, people, everything they roast is roasted smaller, which means you're getting a fresher batch. All the other companies roast in ginormous roasting contraptions, and that means you're getting it less of a fresh batch. So click the link down below, go buy some amazing coffee, and let's get back to the video. All right, we're gonna be brewing up some hot chai tea in the beverage dispenser. Right here I have my classic chai tea. It needs to be brewed at 212 degrees, 8 fluid ounces per bag. So we're going to do about 6 bags for this job. Brew time about 5 minutes. I'm going to do about 10, maybe 15, just to make sure the strength gets all the way through. Here we go. We got the water a-boiling. It is just about 212. We're going to be putting, once again, 2 of these kettles into the beverage dispenser. All right, so we're just gonna fill it full of hot water, and then we're gonna add the tea bags second. So there we go, we have our 6 bags. Oh, look at that, a little bit of movie magic for you guys. All right, we have them all stuffed in the top. And once I started to do this, I started to realize this is probably not designed to brew up tea. I think the easier way would be to brew tea in some other pot and then pour it into here and keep it nice and hot. I think that's the key for this, but I'm gonna figure it out on my own. Here we go. We got the lid on, so we're gonna let it sit for, like I said, maybe 8 or 10 minutes, and then we're gonna do the pour and figure out everything about this. Okay, so I'm finding that I need to get the tea bags further down in. They're kind of in a traffic jam at the top, all trying to float, and I'm having to push them down a little bit. It's not terrible. It's working. It's not too bad, but they're definitely nice and snug in there. All right, like I said, they're very snug in there. When I went to take them out, I realized they, of course, expanded. So I don't want to break any bags. I'm going to have to pull out 1 or 2 and then pull the rest. Okay, we have our Cuddle Up mug. So I'm going to be testing the spout. I'm going to test whether it drips when you tip it over. And we're going to figure out how comfortable it actually is to tip this thing over and pour into your cup. So here we go. We're just going to pour it without releasing it. Wow. I think those drips might have been from the tea on the in. All right, here we go. We're just going to press down on the handle and release it, and there it goes. So I like how it doesn't shoot out too fast. It comes out in a nice steady stream, and it's controllable. You can release it slower or push it down less, and it'll put out more. But the one thing I am finding is I have to tip it quite far forward, and I'm finding that I want my hand to be a little bit further down on the handle. So the handle and the lever to release it is a little bit odd, but it does its job. It's not terrible. All in all, I have to say that it's really easy to dispense liquid from here, and I like the fact that the handle bends a little bit, but I think that the whole setup needs to be adjusted just a smidge. My hands are not super small either, so it's not like my hands are not being able to hold this correctly. I'm holding it decently, and you have to kind of tip it further forward, and that might be so that it doesn't pour out as fast, and it's designed that way. It tapers towards the top. So all in all, it did its job, people, and I like it. All right, so the tea has been in there for probably 30 minutes, I would say. Let's check and see how hot it actually still is. You really want to drink it around 135 to 140 so you don't burn your mouth. So yeah, that is definitely still hot enough for sure. All right, let's get into the sip review, people. So the main thing that I am gonna be sipping for and tasting is, do I taste some kind of metal or metallic or any sort of taste that's not tea? I've been crushing this tea for the past few weeks, so I have a very, very strong palate and a very, very strong understanding of this tea and the taste profile and everything that goes into it. So this is gonna be a great sip. I'm gonna figure out a lot from what is inside of this mug. Definitely learned a lot from brewing the tea in that beverage dispenser. I'm pretty sure that's not what it's designed for, but that is what we got going on here. All right, enough jibba jab. Let's get into the sip, people. Wow. Okay. All right. 0. And I mean 0 metallic taste. Wow, that is amazing. Yeah, there's not a lot. It's not a super punchy, super flavorful cup because I think it's a little bit watery, which is good for this portion of it because we want to see if there's any of that gross metallic taste, which often comes when a company uses a lower quality metal. You find that a lot in very tinny metals, thin metals, just junk metal will produce a taste that is very, very metallic and gross. And I'm someone who is very sensitive to that. So this is perfect right here. This is exactly what you want. So that means whatever you put into that beverage dispenser is going to come out true to what you put into it, which is very good. I drink black coffee, I drink black tea, I like to have apple cider hot, and I would rather not have it taste like metal. Wow, yeah, that is absolutely amazing. That beverage dispenser, I started off with not too high of expectations. I thought, okay, this thing's gonna produce a cup of coffee, it's gonna produce some tea, it's gonna produce some stuff that's hot, and that's kind of all that I thought about it. But now I'm getting totally blown away. This thing is built like a tank. It's very, very solid. It obviously makes hot stuff that doesn't taste like metal, so that's a 5 out of 5 star right there. So yeah, totally blown away. Truly, truly amazing beverage dispenser. Recommended to anyone out there who is looking for a beverage dispenser and doesn't want to break the bank, doesn't want to spend a huge amount of money. This is the one for you. Buy a couple of them if you're having, you know, a big party or something and you want to have, you know, 4 or 5 of them sitting out. They look nice. They're made out of material that is very, very solid. The lid is super amazing. I love the way it threads on. You don't have to really worry about it. Everything about it is just built to last and built to serve you. Yeah, I went into this thinking for sure it's going to produce some metallic taste. Now, of course, I did put boiling hot water, you know, 212, 220 degree water in there, and I let it sit for 24 hours and then poured it all out. I did notice there was a little bit of smell that was coming off of it. But once that left, the smell left. So I would highly, highly recommend that to anyone out there. Do a little bit of soap and water, scrub it, rinse it a bunch of times, then throw some boiling hot water in there, let it sit for 24 hours, pour it out, and then start using it as a daily beverage dispenser or as a seasonal beverage dispenser. This thing is going to come down to how well you maintain it and how well you clean it. So if it's been used, you need to clean it pretty quickly. That way it doesn't build any kind of mold or anything inside of it. That's typically when these things start to fail. So I'm gonna give this a 4.6 star rating. It's not a 5-star beverage dispenser, but it is very, very nice, and I recommend it to anyone. Definitely worth the stocking stuffer. You may be able to fit it in there. Definitely a gift swap or a good gift idea for someone who you're like, I don't know what to get them. Anyone who has a kitchen could use this. Like, this thing is great. They may even bring it back over to your house and bring a beverage in it one night, you know, bring a hot rum cider or something, you know, something really fun. So yeah, definitely worth the money, definitely worth the buy. Highly recommended to everyone out there. Solid star rating, not anything, it's not anything bad. It's a solid star rating. It's just not a 5-star product. It's close, it's just not there. But yeah, recommend it to everyone. Buy it. All right, there you go. That's the Tiken Beverage Dispenser. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely clickety-clack that like button. And if you want to join the At Home with Lucas family and you want to be a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button. Every time I get a subscriber, I get a boost to make more and more videos. And it's because of you guys I surpassed 2K. Yes, people, on my way to 3K, but I need your help. Yes, you right there. Tell your friends, tell your family, this guy's on YouTube. They should go subscribe and watch my channel. But as always, I thank you for watching each and every one of my videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.